to another episode of Bull City Bravest podcast. This is a podcast for firefighters, by firefighters, for people that are interested in getting into the fire service. It's your boy, Tim McCoy. We're here again with some friends that are near and dear to me. Today, I have LC. LC, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, the one and only squad father is what I'm going to.
That's not me. That's not me.
The squad father. No, we got a squatty on today. So the first, I believe you're the first squatty we've had on. So we're gonna get into how the squad fits into the DFD and how our interactions are with you guys and just the history of the squad program. But also, Patrick, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. If you don't mind, LC, Tim, I'd like to start us off. I'm going to post this Friday. This is the week of Thanksgiving when we're recording this. So I would like to, for the people that aren't firefighters listening, can we talk a little bit about how important Thanksgiving is to the fire service, what it means to the fire service, and then what that day looks like for people on shift? Because I know it's a little bit different than, for regular families at home celebrating the holiday like normal.
Yeah, listen, if you're looking to get in a job, one thing about the fire service is there's no days off. 365, 24/7. We are working, which means you're going to work a holiday. And I try to tell people occasionally, like, look, if you're going to get into this job, know you're going to work weekends, you're going to work nights, you're going to work holidays, you're going to work birthdays, anniversaries. You're going to work everything, even storms and hurricanes and natural disasters. So I try to let people know that because it's not all the time. We don't work every holiday. We only work 120 days out the year or less. So, you miss quite a bit of holidays as well, but there's that possibility. So in the station, when you work holidays, for us, we try to keep it as normal as possible as far as like we get together as a family because we are a family. Usually the best cook will cook the most important stuff. There's things that I feel like on the holidays you can't mess up. Like for me, I want a good mac and cheese. I'm personally not a huge turkey fan, but the turkey is an important staple too. So they'll cook the important stuff, and then we kind of together collectively like decide what we're going to cook. How do you guys do it at Station 4?
Well, this year I'm actually off during Thanksgiving. Nice. Which is fun. And that does happen sometimes. So sometimes you do randomly get those holidays off. But for us during holidays at my time, we've had people's family members come in, who will bring some really good food in and come eat with us, maybe on Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. We've had people's families come over and celebrate, done some barbecuing. So we either cook at the station or like I said, people's families and friends come by, bring some stuff in. Yeah,
families are important, and we're always glad to have family. It's a mix up. We get to mix the people and have some more conversations and get to meet people's family and kids and actually get more into their lives and fit faces with names and stuff now that you actually get to see them, especially if this is a new station that you're new to and you're just really getting in with your company. But I know like 5 years in a row, A Shift worked Thanksgiving, which was like the worst run ever. I legit missed 5 Thanksgivings in a row, and I was like, man, when is this going to stop? To my knowledge, I don't know any other shift that's had that run, but A Shift from I don't know the exact years, from 2010 to 2015, 5 years in a row. It was a horrible run. But one thing about Thanksgiving, when the families come, usually the families bring in a lot of desserts left over. You got all type of cakes, pies, everything, man. So it is a great time at the station. For us at Station 1, when I was working there, we usually, we talked about box dues and, paying box dues every month. So on holidays, the box usually paid the meal. So if we needed stuff, the box would take care of that. That's what we would use the box money for those big holidays. But, it's always, I've also had a lot of working fires on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I've had at least 3 or 4 working fires on Thanksgivings in my career. Good working fires. Have you called any action on any holidays? Not necessarily Thanksgiving, but holidays in general.
Fires is something that I haven't gotten to go to on holidays, but it does, all the calls kind of uptick but before and after and during all the holidays, people are
Yeah.
busy. People are feeling a certain type of way.
Yeah,
So
celebrating.
yeah,
you know,
celebrating.
a little inebriated.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
It does seem to get a little bit busier. You were saying about the box dues with paying for a big meal. One of my favorite box due meals was when my old captain, Captain Walls, he was promoting to chief, and this was at the end of the year. And we had all the family, everyone's family come through. Chief Green, retired Chief Green, came through, and we bought a bunch of crab legs and shrimp and seafood, and did a huge seafood boil, and just threw everything on the kitchen table at 4. It was really delicious. It was one of my favorite memories at Station 4. So yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. That's a holiday in itself when your favorite people promote.
So sometimes we do switch it up. I know personally with my family at the home. Like, again, I'm not a turkey person, so, like, usually we have, like, turkey wings, but I actually got this idea for my house from the fire station because we're like, hey, Thanksgiving and Christmas is right behind, so those are 2 meals that if you're working those 2 holidays specifically, then you don't want to repeat the same thing, so, like, one, we might do traditional for one, and then the other one we might have ribeyes, or we'll do something different, like a brisket or something that switches up so you don't have ham and turkey, both situations. So, but you talk about the seafood bowl, typical firehouse prank. There was this is a story. I wasn't here for this. It's just a story I know. So, whoever story it is, I'm not even gonna say. I don't know the chief in particular, but there was this story that this happened at Station 1. I know this happened at Station 1. They were cooking dinner. This particular chief, they told him, hey, we're gonna do a seafood boil. All right, so. What they did was they got the pan and they were going to play a prank on him because this particular chief didn't like chicken nuggets.
I know, yeah.
He didn't like chicken nuggets, all right? So they decided they were going to go in and prank him. So what they did was they boiled a big pot. They put the seasonings in it. It smelled like a seafood boil. They had Old Bay going, they had the thing going, the whole works. They're coming in there staring like, oh yeah, man, it's going to be so good. And for those that don't know, chiefs usually like, in a station outside of like the eating times, they don't really they're busy doing other things, checking on other stations, going to meetings, so they're not really in the station throughout the day. So they usually, when they come in, like besides running calls, when they come in, they go to their office, do reports, whatever they got to do. They don't really come in. They're not coming to check and see what's cooking in the kitchen, but the smell was there. So this chief was under the impression that they're having a seafood boil. Well, come dinner time, they sent the squad to the McDonald's, which is right down the street from Station 1, and they ordered like 100 nuggets. They ordered a whole bunch of nuggets, fries, and they put it in this big pot, and they threw it on the table, and they said this chief was so upset about the meal. Just imagine having your heart set on something, and then it's not what you thought it was going to be.
A crab leg.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be crab legs, potatoes, smoked sausages, the whole thing, corn on the cob, and then you get chicken nuggets and fries. Yeah. Chicken nuggets. So, let's get into it, man. We're going to get straight into it, talk about the squad life. First of all, before we get into it, tell us your story, your origin, how you ended up in the fire service, and then, you can tell how we know each other if you want to.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
For sure. How I ended up in the fire service, I was coaching college lacrosse. I played lacrosse in college. I was doing that for a while, and COVID hit, and I was just not feeling good about what I was doing anymore. Was wanting something different, and had some family, personal stuff go down, and it kind of, emergency stuff, and kind of pointed me in that direction, and figured, hey, I want to be able to be there for people, in times like that. And so I started looking into it, and I got into the fire service. I was living out in Western North Carolina, went through fire academy out there, working full-time for about a year.
What department was that?
I was at the city of Newton.
Newton?
Yep.
How big is that department?
3 stations. It was part-time and full-time employees. I was full-time. So I was out there, pretty small place. I knew I wanted to come somewhere bigger. somewhere with a little more like a bigger community, and I knew that I really liked Durham. I'd been to Durham before.
Okay.
Yep, and so I applied to Durham and applied to a few bigger cities, but this is the place where I was hoping to land, and I got the call, and I came in. I was a lateral with the Academy 32 lateral, and yeah, went through that academy. I got assigned to Station 1, Engine 1 with my friend Tim here, who's on Rescue 1.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What year was that you got hired with us?
Okay, that was 2021.
2021, so post-COVID.
Post-COVID, yeah.
So, well, not post. I mean, we're still
in COVID.
Still in COVID,
Yeah,
which was a horrible time.
Yes.
For anybody in the fire service, just because of just.
Yep.
It was a horrible time for the nation, but. Particularly for those that are working in hospitals and fire stations, it was kind of weird because, typically for us, we train every day, and this was like, the city was very proactive at being like, hey, we'll make sure everybody stay healthy, because at the time, early in COVID, no one knew didn't know if it was airborne, didn't know what it was necessarily, right? So one person got sick, they were shutting down whole trucks because they're like, we're not taking this risk with getting other people sick, so you had like trucks shutting down because of the whole crew would have to go home.
Yeah.
So with that being said, the city took proactive measures and saying, hey, let's isolate. Everybody stay in your rooms all day.
Yeah.
When you go eat, you cook your food by yourself. They're trying to avoid infecting more than one person. So that was a weird time, and you were going through the academy. How was the academy like during that time period?
Yeah, I had a smaller group. There were 6 of us. We were still taking COVID precautions while we were going through the academy. Go look out in the hallway at our academy picture. Everyone's got a mask on. So yeah, it was you just doing your best with what you had in that time. It was kind of the only option. So.
Which one take your classes at? Were you in the auditorium? Were you in the trailer?
Most of the lateral stuff, we were out on the training grounds most of the time.
Okay.
We were when I came back, I was actually out in the field, and came back to do intermediate EMT. That group was the kind of the last group to get their intermediate. Yeah.
Oh, your last intermediate.
Yeah, it was
Academy
32, Academy 33, and I believe 34. We were all in there.
Okay.
So we all were taking it together. We were in the big auditorium when we did that, but most part, all the lateral stuff, we were out on the training grounds outside, so we were kind of avoiding having to be stuck inside.
So, all right, so you go through the academy, you graduate, you got your intermediate. Did you get your intermediate, or you went back? Did you say you went?
They sent all of the laterals out to the field, and then from that group, and then they brought us back. They brought us back to take it in class. Yeah.
For those that don't know, we are an ALS department. It used to be everyone on our department had close to everyone on our department had intermediate. Now, because we used to run academies where you had to get your intermediate or advanced EMT. So now we don't do that anymore, but we are still operating as an ALS department. We have a couple ALS companies.
Squad trucks.
Just squad trucks. Yeah. So with that being said, you have to have you have EMT, which everyone is, EMT basic, and then you have your AEMTs, which is think about a level. It's a level under paramedic, so you're allowed to give certain drugs. You're allowed to do certain procedures that your basic can't do. As a basic, you have to go. The person has to be prescribed the medication, or you have to get.
Actually, now basics can give nitro and albuterol without a prescription.
But do they have to call medical direction first?
No.
No. Okay. So look,
you might fact check me on that one. I'm an advanced, so but you should fact check me.
Look, I used to be advanced, so I didn't really know the basic protocols because you focus on your stuff, right?
Right.
But so the way it used to be, though, I believe, is you had to get permission from medical direction.
Yeah.
If you're a basic, whereas a ALS provider, you didn't have to do that. You just had to be within the protocols to operate. So they can do things like IVs, and they can give certain drugs, push certain drugs, and that's where they come in handy, because before the squad program, which started and we'll get to this later, is before the squad program, the way Durham County EMS was, it wasn't a really big system, so we didn't have a lot of trucks. So ALS came in handy for our department because we're able to help the citizens out and give them advanced procedures and care, because the wait was a little bit longer back in the day than it is currently for medic trucks, and we can talk about that. But you came to Station 1 as a rookie just coming out. Well, first of all, how was the Intermediate Academy? I know it was a little weird being through COVID, but how was that going from Newton to here?
Yeah, I was a little nervous about it, and when I first came here, I had to, sign some papers that I had to, I was gonna get my intermediate like before this time, and I was like, that might be one of the drawbacks. And then I started taking the class, and I found all this stuff really interesting, and all the extra skills that intermediates do. I enjoy it, and I enjoy being able to do those things, and it's just another benefit to the public that we have that there's more people that can do more life-saving procedures. But all kinds of people have different perspectives on that. This is just one person's perspective that's doing it every day.
You're squad junkie.
Yeah.
But the academy, how was that experience coming from a small department to coming here?
It was that part of it. It was organized. It was good. It was put together. The EMT course I had taken back when I was in Western North Carolina was a National Registry course, so it was pretty good. But it was the difference of it was how many people were in it, and that we were really all doing it together, and using each other as resources while we were taking that class. Because if you lean on each other, it makes everything a little bit better, a little bit easier, learn from each other's mistakes. And then also one really cool thing was that the clinicals that we were able to do were really cool. Durham's the city of medicine, so we got Chapel Hill, which has the burn unit for the whole wider area. I think regionally, like Chapel Hill, UNC has the burn unit. I was able to go on a clinical there. That was really really important for me to go do that. I think I learned a lot seeing that, and just have a really great respect for the nurses who were doing that, but also you're going into a fire, and so you just to be able to see what it can really do to the human body is really interesting. And then being able to ride along also was part of the academy, on a squad truck with a preceptor, on a busy unit, being able to run those calls and getting a mix of being in the hospital setting and also on an emergency scene setting. The combination of that gives you a really good idea of the whole system. So
I think couple things. Like you said, we're in the city of medicine, and just regionally, Durham sits in an area where we have a couple level 1 trauma centers, which everybody doesn't have that affordability. Like they don't have that access. They don't have that type of care close to them, where Duke leads and leaders in cancer research and things of that nature. Then you got UNC, which is, like you said, burn center. So we're blessed in that aspect of just having that medical advancement near us. But also, you're talking about doing ride-alongs, and I know right now the academy, they just finished their clinicals. And I was talking to a couple of them in the hallways. It was like, how was clinicals? What was that like? And they're, when you're in the academy, it's so. The thing about the academy is mundane. Like, you do the same thing every day, essentially, as far as like your routine. You're going to PT in the morning. You got to hurry up, get dressed, change. There's a lot of structure, right? But on the other side of the academy, there's actual station life and how it's like. So for them, they were able to see, hey, this is what it's going to be like when I graduate. Like when I finally complete the task and I'm successful, they got the taste of what the station life's like, and it's a little sweet. Some of them did. Some of them didn't get a chance, but for those that did, they were like, man, it was exciting to see, hey, this is what it's going to be like once I graduate. So you graduate, you had that taste, then you graduate. I mean, you had already been on a smaller department, but now you're here in Durham, the city of medicine. What was it like being at Station 1? Because you came out of Station 1, and like as far as like the calls and just being exposed to a little bit more than what you may have been exposed to. What was that like?
Yeah, well, first when I got to Station 1, this guy came up to me and he was like, "Hey, my name is Tremblay."
Ethan
Tremblay.
Ethan Tremblay.
That's what this man right here, he came up to me and was like, "Ethan Tremblay."
I tell you, I can't let everybody know your name off the rip. Gotta make sure you're cool first.
Yeah. So, I mean, my first work cycle, at Station 1, we ran a bunch of calls, saw a bunch of stuff, some pretty high acuity stuff. I remember it all blurs together, really. But yeah, this is a.
That was a special word. That's a Scrabble word. What was that word again?
What word?
High acuity.
High acuity. Yeah. So like just like intense, critical calls. Yeah, it's busy. The culture is busy. Go. I did enjoy that part of it. It was good. I had some good people, some good senior firefighters out there helping me do some stuff. So it's definitely a learning experience. Yeah, I did put a lot of work in, a lot of training in while I was there. Yeah,
it's not easy to go out to like Station 1 or one of those big stations.
It's not,
like one of those inner city stations. Your 1s, your 3s, your 2s, your 4s, your 5s. Not that every other station isn't great, but those particular stations is very go. We got to get it.
Yep.
Super
100%.
Super like, yo, I want to be the best at everything.
Yep.
And the department as a whole is like that. But those stations like another level. It's like a super competitive, like
it is competitive.
Super competitive out there. So so you come now it's like Durham from a three station department to the city of Durham, which is 19 stations. Mm-hmm. And you're getting a little taste. You had a multi-company station, got the squad there, got the SKU, got the engine,
got the
right?
SKU, yep.
And you got a little bit of taste of everything, like train a little bit on the engine. I know when the rescue was doing some stuff, you had some questions. I think everybody worked with you and did some things. When you left Station 1, where did you go? And at what point did you realize that you wanted to be a squatty?
Yeah, that's a good question. I ended up going to Station 4, shout out. I love that station. I love where it's situated in the city. I've had some really fantastic crews. The culture there is in my opinion, the best. We had a little bit of a black sheep kind of culture while we were there, which I really like. I like having that chip on my shoulder.
What does that mean? What is it?
Like we're just it's just like we're different, you know, you got one breathing down your neck trying to, come for your fires and stuff. You got the south side.
4 versus everybody.
4 versus everybody. Yeah. I had some really, really special crews, some really great leadership while I've been there, 2 really great captains since I've been there. I've had like the best assigned squad partners anyone could ask for. I was on the engine when I first came out. Engine 4.
Who was your captain?
My captain was now Chief Walls.
Captain Walls, Chief Walls. I'm sorry. When you say it so long, Chief Walls, Chief Sean Walls.
Yeah,
okay.
Chief Walls. My driver was Gary Washington. He's still driving Engine 4 right now.
Shout out to Gary Washington.
I've been working with Gary the longest out of anybody.
Okay, all
right. And then Carter was my senior firefighter.
Okay. Carter. All right.
We had a really good crew. It was really fun. And then there's a few different people on the squad when I first got there. I believe Captain Justin Taunton was the squad driver at the time when I came out to Station 4. Some good people over there. It was good. But yeah, I would and then the squad kind of time went on. It was like Beasley and Sam Sanderson, who's no longer here. But when I was on the engine, I would watch the squad like go run these calls and just like go. They're like constantly like
all day.
Yeah, all day, like going. And they were getting to go to like these good fires all over the city. They were getting to go to all these extrications and just always doing it, really just doing it. And that is a really busy engine company,
right?
And we're always on the move too, always training. But I was watching the squad kind of go do that stuff, and I'm still continue to be interested in rescue work and truck work, and I know like now in our our procedures and policy, like the squad truck is pairing up with
Hold your brakes. We get too fast. Go too fast.
Okay, no, with a ladder company, and so I knew they were doing that work, and I was interested in that kind of work, and so I was like, well, I have my ALS. Let me get this check off, and let me get on this truck. So I put in for it, and I spent probably about a year on the engine, and then the last 2.5 years on the squad truck. Yeah.
So, so Station 4, which is like, it's in a historic district within the city of Durham. You got North Carolina Central University. You got it runs right there with 55. You got it's a major hub for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
It's an urban district, so you got houses. You got your single-story houses. You got some apartments in the district. So it's a nice mix. You got on the backside over there. You got Durham Tech. You got all type of housing developments, and you got actual textile places. It's all type of industrial stuff. You have everything in this district.
Yes,
right?
You have a taste of literally everything. You have low income, high income. You have a college, and a university. You have NCCU. You have some
Eagle Pride, shout out.
That's right. Major highways. You have some pretty heavy traffic roads. Another thing about 4 is like you're talking about single family homes and stuff. We have a lot of like group homes, and like we call them SROs, single room occupancies, where it might look like a regular single family home, but there's like 20 people living in there, and they all have a room in there, and so that comes into play in a number of different ways.
We went to a fire, so talk about that. This was in Forest District. Matter of fact, it was on A shift on the skew. We had a fire, and I just remember they're like, yo, there's locks on these doors. Like all these doors are locked. Like it looked like a regular single family home, but when there was multiple rooms, and they just had different. Each door was locked and like padlocked, and we're like, yo, what is going on? And found out it was like a group home situation where so it was just making entry to a lot of those rooms. The search was difficult. So just talking about that, a lot of buildings in general in the fire service on the outside looks one way, and then the modifications on the inside don't match what you might think on the outside. You might think, hey, this is a split level home, and it'll be something totally different when you get on the inside. So, so 4 has a great mixture of things. Great district. Now you said you got interest in the squad life. Squad life is not for everybody. In fact, you had a busy night last night.
We actually didn't have a busy night last night. It was just a long work cycle, and I needed a nap. So
yesterday, okay, and that we can talk about that. So you may not had a busy night, but the work cycle was busy. And it's not necessarily always calls. It could just be training, events you had to go to, things you got to do on top of calls. It becomes long now. That some people say that's the beauty in the pain of our work schedule is those 5 days become long 5 days if you have a busy work shift.
Right.
So you might catch 3 working fires in those 5 days, and then you have to run a bunch of codes and a bunch of EMS calls, and you just like by day 5 you're like, I'm just ready for a 6-day break. I'm just ready for a 6-day break. So sometimes that is something that you have to deal with on that 5-6. I love 5-6. I think it is a great schedule. But some people feel like it's long. It can be long, especially on those long days. So, but squad life in general is not for everyone, because if any trucks, the busiest trucks in our department are the squad trucks. They cover usually 3 or 4 districts, surrounding districts with EMS calls. The whole purpose of the squad, they took the rescue company out of service. Squad trucks were they took the personnel, and then they made squad trucks. Squad companies, the purpose of them are to take some of the strain off the engines, so you're not running, 18 calls a day with the engine. You're busier engines, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose. But then the truck itself is now running 4 districts, so 18 call days are something that you
it happens
can see.
Yeah,
your higher call volume days. Yep. On top of a lot of times You have other things. When come to store runs, just because it's easier for you guys to maneuver, store runs, getting things.
Yep.
Squad trucks get picked on a lot as far as having to do that aspect of it.
I've been lucky at Station 4. I feel like part of the culture is to like respect the squad's time. I've had some like really good leadership there, and we try to balance it all out with doing all that stuff. But yes, it is far more maneuverable and easier to get the squad to go run a quick errand. Yeah. So, but what you were saying about like what anything throughout the day would be busy. Like our day at 4 typically looks like, we're gonna get there, check the trucks off, engine's gonna pull out around back end and pull everything off. We're gonna check all our bags really good. We carry a rip bag on the squad truck, check that off, and then we're gonna clean up the station. We're gonna go to the gym. We like to go to NCCU, so very appreciative that we get to use their gym.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we get to do that, and then we do some sort of training, and then the rest of the day is kind of ours to finish up any projects that we have, do any extra training that we need to do, and then we're running calls all in between all this. Sometimes we go to the gym. We get a call. Often we go to the gym and get a call, and we come back, and then we get a call again, and then we don't go back if we get a second call.
I'm about to say, hey,
Yeah.
after one, I'm done. If I'm working out, especially if it's a workout I dislike, and I get a call, that's it. That's the universe working in my favor. Hey, they know I don't want to do it. Hey, the universe know I don't want to do it, and it worked in my favor.
Yep.
Tell people, like, what are the roles of the squad company within the department? Because a lot of people, we know what engines do. A lot of people have an idea what ladder companies do. What are squads to the DFD?
Yeah, I think right now, like the squad is like a very versatile auxiliary unit. On a structure fire, I mentioned this earlier. Squad's gonna get there, and oftentimes we get there really quickly because it is a more maneuverable truck. We are gonna pair up with a truck company, the first due truck company, and we're gonna do primary search. That's probably my favorite like fireground operation. I put a lot of time into training on searching and like having good tactics and techniques for searching. But we're gonna pair up with the truck company on bigger scenes. It could be second due truck company, but also versatile in the sense that like if there's an engine company there and we're pairing up with them, we're moving that hose with them, we're helping them put out the fire. So it's a super versatile truck. I like to think of the squad truck as being like a patient-based, like person-based operations. So we're running those medical calls, those initial medical dispatches in our district and our extended district, which, as you mentioned, is those other districts that we're surrounding. We're picking up that initial medical dispatch. We were on extrications, rescues, things like that. We're getting in there and we're doing patient care. We're assisting the rescue company or ladder company with extrication, mainly through doing that patient care, getting in the vehicle, getting in the car, getting hands on the patient, making that initial patient contact. So you're kind of like on the other side of it, like in there with them. And then like on the fire ground, doing that a big job of ours is always doing that primary search. If that's our arrival, if we're arriving and able to do that, which is typically most of the time, we're doing that primary search. So it's all very like patient based operations on that truck.
I know when I first came out, squad companies. I was at Station 2. Station 2 had Squad 2 at the time. It's not there anymore. It's Squad 7 now. But the way squad companies were in my year, I say it like I'm old, almost 20 years in the game. Squad trucks, they went to automatic fire alarms. You had one engine, one ladder, squad truck, and a battalion chief. That was the automatic fire alarm assignment. So on top of their calls, they had fire alarms they had to go to. And then
that's crazy. That's crazy.
To be over the roof now.
Yeah.
Now, think about Squad 2 going to Duke. They went to Duke a lot.
Yeah.
Squad. So, on top of that, they were part of TRT response.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Still are,
still
yep.
part of TRT
Yeah.
response. So you have that responsibility of being that the great thing about squad truck is outside of the rescue truck, they have the second largest fire district when it comes to going structure fires.
Yep.
Because it's split into thirds. The city's split into thirds. So the probability of you going to a fire
Right.
is a lot higher when being assigned to a squad truck,
Yeah.
right? And then, again, the ALS gurus, which now, back then it was, we really did a lot of squad truck, like a lot of squad truck. Now, Durham County EMS gets there a lot sooner. But you guys are ALS gurus, and there's a process now, like you have to be on a squad list, right? Like you can't just...
I don't know how many people are left on C shift, but it's not a lot. So,
Squad. Hey, squad is not for the faint-hearted. Like you gotta really love it, because it's gonna be some torturous nights. Even to be in that station 1 with squad 1 and not like just waking up because they wake up. That can be a lot in itself. I'm
so sorry that happened to you.
That's sarcasm there. Hey, it was horrible. I'll tell you. Man. Look, hey. I don't know EMS. We don't do EMS on the SKU. We do EMS. I'm just joking on that aspect. But, no, so like my first experience on the squad truck was Dan Burton and Jason Ruger. They were on squad 2. Yeah. And there's some stories I could tell, but I can't because it'll be against FCC regulations.
Sure.
Nah, man. The squad truck it's a good time. Now, what people don't know, we could describe the squad truck. Squad truck is literally a truck. It
looks like a plumber truck. Looks like it's a pickup truck, and it's an F-250, and it's got like a few compartments on the back. We've got our hand tools that we use.
I was about to say, get to what y'all carry on the truck.
we got hand tools, some New York hooks, some Halligans, axe. They did recently give us a fire blanket for EV vehicle fires. We throw that back there. We got a lot of EMS equipment. We have our bags are all ALS equipment. We carry, a backboard, tarps, KED, splints. We have the RIT bag for RIT operations. And then what else we have? Just random tools. And then we of course have our air packs and our helmets, our turnout equipment. We do have a 4-gas meter on there as well. We have our SAS bags and our bullet vests and all that stuff. So
the squad's been a controversial topic as far as the truck, how it's made, right?
Yeah.
I always thought the squad trucks, at least I feel like squad trucks should have like a brush truck component to it, like a mini pump, like for little small grass fires, or either have like a really beefed up body, like where you can have little larger compartments, still be small, compact, because squad trucks are good for parking decks. We use them quite a bit of times, like during parking deck fires. But if you had a squad truck with a mini pump on it, you can do those little small brush fires. And then I've always felt like the squad truck should have like a combi tool for just minor door pops. Now I understand the reason why they don't have it, but because I don't disagree with you. The fear is that personnel is going to overstep their boundaries with the combi tool. I think that's the fear, right? Like
if you can get someone out, you can get someone out.
Huh?
Well, we have a driver and a firefighter on the squad truck.
So I was going to get to that. Yeah. Typically on a truck, squad trucks don't have an officer assigned to it. Your leading person or your officer in charge is your driver on that truck. So you have a driver, and then a lot of times you'll have, prior to the squad program, there was a driver, and then there was sometimes it'll be rookies or newer people, right?
Just kind of.
But you have to make sure you maintain at least an ALS provider on it. Now, we're a lot better at making sure that there's 2 ALS providers on which we have the squad list, but there's a driver or a relief driver, and then there's a firefighter. That's your typical squad truck assignment.
And that driver position or acting driver position is like people who are looking to promote or people who are looking to get that experience. Like I've always been in the firefighter role on the truck. I've never driven it. I don't have my relief driver or anything like that. Maybe soon. We'll see. But like watching that person develop and watching that person, you know, be able to communicate on the radio, be able to do some really critical decision making. It's a really, really, and both spots are like that. Like I've had some really great firefighters now kind of describe it as like a 49-51 kind of situation where you know, you both have to be really reliable partners to each other, and you both have to make, you know, the right decisions for each other and have each other's backs.
Yeah, because it's just you two.
Yep.
You guys are out there, and you know, you have a lot of times. Again, if the situation is critical enough, you know, both people are hands on deck, right?
Oh,
but your drivers or whoever has a clipboard that day is going to be, and then you kind of like solo doing the patient assessment and getting vitals and stuff like that. But it does, being on a squad truck is like, again, you're down one person, so you're kind of John Wayne it as far as like having to do stuff.
It's not fun to do it like that. You know, it is fun because you know, you're pushing your skills and you're pushing your ability in those positions, and it's made me a way more competent and better firefighter.
Definitely gonna step your game up.
Yeah.
Because you definitely, like I say, you definitely, and so in the amount of experience you get, you do run a lot more calls than your typical truck. So you're just exposed to a lot more things. You're out there by yourself more, and it's just you and your partner. And again, the great thing about squad truck is you have a lot of city you can travel and cover. So you know, you and your partner. Yeah. The great thing is you know, the boss ain't on the truck with you. So the boss, you know, you can just kind of just. Y'all do what y'all want to do, man.
Well, you know,
the boss's way.
Yeah.
When the boss away, the boys will play. That's all I tell you.
No, you have to, you know, like you have to be responsible,
no,
but it is fun when you have
we're nothing but responsible here.
That's right. Yeah, definitely. But no, it's fun. It's fun to be able to, especially when you're on there with someone. I'm sure people have said this before, but like it's all about the crew that you have. And when you have a good partner on that truck, it's like, it's so good.
So how did you and Carter do it on the squad? Like, because did you take control of the radio in the MDC or?
So
or
I would do the iPad.
Uh-huh.
I was the little iPad guy, and Carter's on the radio. Carter's the officer in charge. You know, she's making those decisions. I always let the officer do officer things, and I'm gonna follow, you know, what their lead and their direction, and they know they can trust me when I need to make my own decision. But that's kind of how we would do it. You know, I'm gonna, like I said, it's kind of that like 49-51 where every decision you're making is you're supporting each other, like in how you're doing stuff. So and it's a lot of trust that you have to build on that unit because it is only two of you. So that's how we would do it. We had a lot of fun.
Who did reports?
It kind of varied from who was my partner. Most of the time I split them 50-50 with people. Carter really liked doing them in the beginning, and then we split them up kind of towards the end. So yeah.
There'd be a lot of reports.
It's a lot of reports.
It's a lot of reports.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite thing about riding in the officer seats doing the reports.
Once you get in the flow of it, it's not so bad, and once you like have a little system, it's not so bad. But yeah, it's a lot. You run a lot of calls. You're gonna do a lot of paperwork for it. So
now the responsibilities. I know. Before the squad trucks on a fire scene, you know, typically search went to them. But like you said, now it's a little more, hey, pair up with first due truck.
Yeah. They want someone who's like an officer.
And when we say first due truck, it's like ladder or rescue.
Sure.
Or sometimes second due truck. But what's your favorite thing about being on a squad truck?
Yeah. Well, my favorite thing, like my favorite like operations that we do, or
what's the favorite thing that you do on the squad truck, and then what's something that you really enjoyed in your time on the squad?
Yeah, my favorite like fireground operation, like I mentioned before, is doing primary search. I love rolling up you know, to a fire, and I didn't mention this before, but we're running so many EMS calls. Like you're going in so many people's houses, and you're seeing everything. It's like to get that layout already, to know that layout because you've been on that EMS call at that house before, is really helpful and really cool, and feel like you can be able to search and find someone if they're there, having a plan. But yeah, primary search is absolutely my favorite task on a fire ground. And then, let's see,
How long you been on squad truck?
2.5 years now.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
So in
yeah.
2.5 years, what's something that you enjoyed about the squad truck?
Yeah, I've had really good assigned partners, and it's really, really fun to be able to, one, build trust in a relationship with that person, and then two, just kind of like, you're with that person all the time, and you're getting to know them, and you figure out what's fun and what's not. Just kind of do your thing, go do some fun little things. Me and Carter. At the end of Carter's time on the squad truck with me, we went to see SpongeBob the Musical at Hillside High School. Yeah, it was awesome. We didn't get we were in service the whole time. We did not get a single call. It was crazy. I could not believe it. They left us alone.
The Universal's playing.
They were. Yeah, they know how much we love SpongeBob. So yeah. But yeah, just like finding like little, once your day is kind of like done or whatever, finding fun things to do. And
So how was SpongeBob the Musical?
it was so good. Yeah, they crushed it. It was really good.
Shout out to Hillside, the theater department.
The Squidward character was my favorite. So yeah,
That's awesome.
Squadward.
Squadward.
Yeah.
Do y'all have does the squad, I know some squad companies, like I think Squad 1 has a squid.
They do have a squid. Yeah.
Do y'all have a...
We don't have anything right now. No,
Okay.
we don't
They don't have a
anything.
mascot or...
We don't have anything
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
Just be
yeah.
Squidward.
It should be Squidward. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I don't know, copyright infringement or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, we do have the engine company at Station 4 is the Wabash Express. So I think we can consider the whole station. That's the whole thing is the Wabash Express. So we have
you got the...
I brought a little present for
You got it on
my
your back,
friend.
too?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, so this is our patch. This for Tim.
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
appreciate it. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me get down to the camera. Hold on, let me see where we
It's
at.
an eagle, not a squid.
Hold on, I can help you out here.
Oh yeah, folks, that Station 4's patch. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Wabash Express. For those that don't know, Wabash is a street in Forest District. They go there pretty frequently, which is Wabash Express, and they got the eagle up here. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate
You're welcome.
that.
Yeah,
Shout out
the Wabash Express is actually a freight line as well. It's a freight company and a train. So yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
Learned something new.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's going up in my office. Memorable calls on Squad 4. Now,
Okay.
what your calls, you don't give any indicators. Like you can say it was a girl or a boy, or you can say they were young or old, but don't say they were this age and this.
Oh
is,
yeah. No HIPAA violations.
Yeah, no street addresses, but you can name the street
okay.
or the area.
I can name the street.
You can say it's like, yeah, you can name street. Just
Okay.
don't be specific. Like it was a greenhouse on this street. Just say it was a house
I
on
got you. Oh, I got two, but they're both fires. My first one was this was like my first day, my first like work cycle assigned to the squad truck. I think it was my first shift assigned to the squad truck. Beasley was my partner, and
Shout out to Beasley.
shout out my boy. We got a call over in Three's area. It was a working structure fire. We get there. We beat everyone else in. First in. Beasley goes to do a lap. There's flames, coming out the side, flames licking out the front door. I go to the front door, do my very first baseball swing with a Halligan, get the front door. Tried it first, obviously. Try before you pry. But we get the front door, get in, do a good little primary search, and that was that. That was just classic, like just kind of like textbook. Do your thing, do your job, and do it good and do it quick. So it was really fun. That was like my very first shift.
First shift.
Yeah, like doing the squad truck
Hey,
stuff.
man.
So that was really fun. Me and Carter had a really good fire down on Shamrock. Did a really good. We found we had a fence that was blocking everyone from getting around the back, and we were like, let's just let's just figure out how to get around this fence. So we did. Found that there was like a walkout basement in the back, which we hadn't identified on the initial walk around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those walkarounds are important.
They're very important. Yeah. And getting through those like hazards. We got in there. We did a primary of the basement. Good thorough search. It was crazy. People were up top, flowing water, and we had all this like hot metal coming down on us. It was really crazy. Yeah. So
from the flowing water.
From up top. But we got in. We did our thing. It was really good. Through some ladders. That was a really fun fire. Yeah.
It's amazing when you go in these fires. I want to shout out Mr. Mark PPE, our PPE guy.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Because he keeps us well protected and everything. But it's amazing. Like I'll come out of fire, and like there'll be little burn holes in my PPE, and I'm like,
you were doing it.
What was dripping on me, or your color has turned colors because of the heat. I'm like, what was going on? Like, or you'll have like melted plastic now.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like in the fabric.
Yeah, like embedded
into your turnout coat. So you had two great fire calls.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing how those first day calls go, because I've had two calls that I remember on my first day. One was being the trench call that we ran over there in Briar Creek. I was on a rescue truck my first day, literally like midday. Still trying to get to know the truck. Don't know hardly any equipment that's really on the truck or where it's at, but I was in the midst of trying to make a list and doing my inventory like most rookies do.
Yeah.
Pro tip, rookies, when you get assigned to a truck, go ahead and make an inventory list on your truck. I promise you, you're gonna be quizzed, and I know LC can contest.
Yeah,
you're going to be quizzed on your inventory in your truck. So everything that's in that compartment, make an inventory tip list and write it down. That's a pro tip for you. All right. So my first day, I'm making my inventory list for Rescue 1, and we get a trench call. I'm like, man, this is like one of two trench calls that year, and that like real trench calls. And this was one, again, there was 3 people that were in the trench, and we ended up getting 2 of them out. But then my other major first day, I had just made driver. I went to Station 10, and we went to a meth house in 10th District.
Nice.
It was like, it came out as a hazmat. It came out of hazmat. We didn't know it was going to be a meth house, but it ended up being a meth house. That was the first day call. So I just remember those 2 because those were 2 major incidents. We were out there for a long time. Now, EMS is your thing, and 75% of what we do is EMS, as I say all the time.
That's true. I would say more probably percent of that.
What's a memorable EMS call for you?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many. We just run so many. A really memorable one though was came out as a pregnancy call. Didn't seem like it was gonna happen. The baby was coming or anything like that.
No crowning or nothing like that.
Nope, nothing like that.
Were the contractions at least close, or
not super close? I can't quite remember like all the big details of it, but we were just to be safe. EMS was like, come right in just in case, because of how many weeks it was, and just kind of it was like a little higher risk and all this. So get in the back, and we're about maybe 30 seconds from Duke, and the person is like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and the medic and I look at each other and we're like, okay, go right ahead, that's fine. And we're just doing regular patient care, whatever, and all of a sudden this baby just flies right out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
That would have been wild.
Yeah, I caught the baby. It was really slippery, healthy, little baby, and it was really cool.
Right down the street from the hospital.
Like you can't deliver. It's in protocol that you got to pull over, and then also that it's also in protocol that there needs to be another ambulance for the second patient, which is the baby. They didn't make us do that. It was really good. They let everyone all stay together, which was really good, I think, because we were so close. It would have been silly to try and move the baby over to
right there,
it would have
right down
been
the
really
street, right.
silly. It was literally we were like 30 seconds from Duke. It was wild. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really crazy. Yeah. Caught it. It was so slippery. So yeah, it was nuts. Yeah.
Was it just you in the back, or you and your partner?
It was just me on the back. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I've never delivered a baby, and weirdly, I wanted to. I don't know why.
I did not want to.
I wanted to just say I did it, like to say, hey, I did. I thought it would be cool to be like, hey,
It was
I
cool.
helped deliver someone into this world.
Yeah, I didn't think I would think it was that cool, but it was really cool. Yeah. I feel bad for the baby because it opened its eyes and looked at me. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm the first thing you're seeing. Yeah, sorry, baby.
It's like,
yeah.
Mama?
Yeah.
That's funny. Have you had any? So those memorable calls you have you had any close calls?
Close calls. Close calls.
And if you haven't, that's great. But
I think the closest things for me, and like just like this is just like a public service announcement to all of us, like is like when kind of like my like honestly some of my scariest like kind of like things like we're talking about is just driving in the vehicle and being a passenger like in the vehicle on the way to a call, and people not looking out, people not like paying attention, people not pulling over, people not checking up, and putting everyone in a really kind of dangerous situation. So if you hear a fire truck coming or hear an ambulance coming, pull over because it's
have you ever been almost creamed? I mean, you're giving a PSA.
Yeah. It's been close, but yeah, nothing. Yes. The answer is yes, and it hasn't happened though. So yeah. I've had some friends be in some bad accidents, and it's just want everyone to be safe when they're driving the truck, and when they see a truck coming. It's on both sides. It's on everyone to keep each other safe. So
yeah, it is astonishing to see how little attention drivers, or how distracted drivers can be on the road. Because squad truck's one thing. It's already like a F-250, right?
Yeah.
But the lighting package that we have, that our department provides for the vehicles, are immaculate. So it's a lot of lighting, but the squad truck's smaller, right?
It is, yeah.
So even I've been in the rescue, cars pull right in front of this huge truck, and I'm like, bro, I promise, like, we're gonna win this battle. Like,
the squad truck might not win.
The squad truck is different because it is just a beat up pickup truck, but like it's amazing what they do to ladder trucks or engines or bigger trucks. Like, it's not paying attention or distracted, or amazingly they don't hear the siren, so they'll just out of nowhere run the light or pull out in front of you, and you're like, dude, like you don't see all these lights. And it is very dangerous, one, just responding to calls. That is a danger in itself.
Yeah.
Two, once you get out of the vehicle, being on the side of a highway, that's the thing I probably fear the most, is being on the side of that highway and getting clipped or hit by somebody.
100%.
Because it has happened. So that was a good public service announcement, because I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm sure anybody's been in fire service has been in some situations where you almost been hit or almost creamed somebody that wasn't paying attention. And it even goes for people walking, like crossing the street. Like, bro, now I know my AirPods and stuff, but bro, some people just cross the street and don't even look. They just it's amazing. But let's talk about all right, so you're on the squad, and you say you're into the truck stuff too. Where would you go if you weren't on squad for? Like, what you don't have to necessarily, if you want to, you can name the assignment.
Yeah.
But what type of company would you go to?
Yeah, if I wasn't on a squad truck, I'd love to go to a technical rescue team unit and be a part of the technical rescue team. Okay. I got my Swiftwater certification this past year, and over at Fayetteville Tech. I highly recommend that facility. It was incredible. Instructors were really good. I actually went back and took a submerged house class I really enjoyed it, really liked it. There's a lot of opportunity, and there's so much natural disaster, and kind of things are kind of upticking in that direction. And
That's really nice. Fable Tech has a really nice facility.
Oh yeah, it's
They
incredible.
make it dark, whatever.
Yeah, it's super realistic. They can get each one of those jets like goes 7 knots an hour, and 1 knot is 1.1 miles an hour. And when they can position them so that they like together, and you can get it up to like 22 knots. It's really crazy, and you feel it like the best thing about it is you're doing all the reps. You don't have to you don't have to go back up the river and like set everything back up. It's like you just get in and get so many reps on reps on reps. What you said, they can black it out. They have like sprinklers for a rain machine. They got lightning and thunder, audio,
it's
playing.
very,
it's really realistic. Yeah,
realistic.
And you can get, and honestly, it's good because it's just a tank. It's like a giant pool. It's big enough that they can put like 150 square foot house, or 1,500 square foot house in there. But yeah, once they get the jets going, you can really feel like how fast that stuff moves, and like how dangerous it is, and like the different currents and stuff. So, and the different hazards. They got cars they put in there, all this stuff.
So you enjoy water rescue?
I really enjoyed it. I'd like to.
Station 9?
I would go to Station 9. Yeah, I'd love to be on.
That's a great sign.
Yeah,
it's a great sign. You saw her right there.
Yeah, that's my next. Hopefully my next career.
They have a dog there.
They do have a dog there. We got a dog at 4, Blaze.
Switch right over.
Shout out Blaze.
Switching right over.
Yep.
So, all right. So you would want to go to a technical rescue team, but 9 would be
I'd go to 9.
A great spot to land at. Now, I'm gonna ask you this: what's something you learned in your career that you carry today? What's a lesson you learned that was the most important lesson, or a really important lesson that you carry with you still today that you learned early in your career?
Yeah. Well, one, like, no matter where you go, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's all about the crew that you have. And if you can be anywhere, and if your crew is, you care about each other, and you're looking out for each other, and you treat each other with respect, then coming to work is the best. That's just like overall, like.
So you learn. Yeah. So you learn, like, the assignment doesn't matter. It's your crew that matters more than anything.
More than anything, yeah.
I mean, you want a good assignment, but
yeah.
Your crew can make or break your assignment.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
What's some advice would you give someone looking to get into this career?
Yeah. Prepare yourself mentally and physically. You're gonna see things that you never thought you would see, and you're gonna need to have a good support system around you. People want to act tough and do all this stuff, but it can be tough at the end of the day. So just having a supportive family, friends, all that stuff is really important, and being able to prepare them and talk to them too when things get hard. So, yeah. Do
you find it easy to lean on your coworkers? Again, it goes back to having that bond with your crew, but I know you and Carter close.
Yeah, I've been close with a lot of people that I'm on a crew with. Captain Lease has been a really incredible resource for me. He's my captain on the engine now.
Shout out to Captain Lease. Yeah,
he's
awesome.
Yeah, Tea Time. Terrence Whitaker, he's my partner on the squad truck right now.
Okay,
T-Wick. Yeah, I have so much fun with T-Wit right now. Yeah. He's the man. So yeah, just I feel like everyone, when you're treating each other with respect, you build that trust, and I feel like I can lean on my crew absolutely right now. Yeah, they're good. We have some really good people at that station.
So if you're interested in getting into fire service, just know one of the quote unquote cons of the job is it is mentally hard. You're going to see trauma. It can be a stressful job.
Yeah.
Those are things, and if that's something mentally, if you can't handle that, this may not be the career for you.
That's right.
Not trying to scare anybody off, but I just want everybody to be in the right place and be in their right purpose. So mentally, just know this job can be demanding mentally, and can be. Now, our department does a great job with having, mental health. The city has avenues for you to go get help and go get counseling for free and things of that nature. But
take lots of naps. That's my
sleep deprivation is another thing.
Take lots of naps. That's my big piece of advice.
Squad truck. Sleep deprivation is definitely a major thing as well. Let's see. Patrick, there was a question left for LC. If I remember correct, I think I can recall. We were talking about this earlier, so that's the only reason I can recall.
Okay.
I got you. I can get you. This was JJ on our last episode. The gist of the question was, everybody has aspirations. You've got aspirations in your career, whether it's, and you've talked about it some on the episode, things you want to do with your career. So, what are you doing to prepare yourself for the job you want to have?
I mentioned it before, but just taking the classes that I need to take to get to those spots. Like I'd like to eventually get on Task Force 8, which is the emergency management response for this region. And get dispatched to natural disaster, USAR, emergencies, all that kind of stuff. So that's my goal right now. And the things I'm doing to prepare is, finding classes, going to take those classes, making sure, like, when I am on shift that, like, I spend some time putting my hands on equipment that is related to those, responsibilities and tasks. So, making sure I get the reps for it, but just expanding your knowledge constantly on the things that you're trying to become better at and trying to accomplish. So for me, that's my biggest thing, is just making sure I'm keeping up with that kind of stuff.
Preparing yourself for the jobs you want to have.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You can't. That's the one of the biggest part of the battle. You can't say, "Hey, I want to be a captain," without preparing yourself, take some type of officer class and everything. Like, those are things you have to do and prepare yourself for. So,
and sometimes those classes are like just certifications, and it's like just a piece of paper, but you can make it so that you're getting something out of it, and that you're taking something from it. And there's more classes than just the certification classes. I know that, like, some members have it's like the DFD, like, classes page, and they always are posting, like, good stuff on there. And fine.
Our members are like, we like to train here. They're always looking to do stuff. And one thing outside of just training, like, one thing my first battalion chief was Chief Courier, who is now the chief of Charleston Fire Department. He told me, he was like, "Hey, every day you should be reading an article, some type of fire article." He's like, "How many times you go to the bathroom a day? Like, just take the magazine. There's plenty of fire engineering or firehouse around here.
Now you got your phone, you can look on your phone.
Now you can do it on your phone, yeah. Like, there's videos out there. You ain't even got to read. You can just listen to the people talk and explain, like, but every day, rookies, every day, just look at some type of training video. You want to actually put your hands on it too, but, like, just bettering yourself every day, learning something. There's so many avenues to learn, so many things you can do. Like, I would advise anybody to do that. What question do you have for me? And then what question you want to leave to the next guest? So you can leave the question for the next guest first. What's something you want to leave to the next guest?
Let me think. All right. What was your favorite assignment and why?
Okay.
Is my question. And then for you, when you come back to the field?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. I want to make the department better. I feel like the best way I can serve and do that right now is getting good people to come and apply. And,
You've done a great job of that, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Fantastic.
Eventually I'll get back out there, I slowly.
Where you want to go when you come back out?
I don't know. If I'm coming back out into the field, a truck company.
Okay.
Or a rescue company, some type of truck company.
Okay.
But right now I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm making I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, I can do this for a long time in itself, just because there's a lot of things that we have lined up, programs we got created, things we want to do. So I'm fine where I'm at right now. But I can't never say never is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not actively trying to get back out to the field.
I got you.
But
I know that. Yeah.
Wherever the wind blows, it blows, I guess.
That's right.
I mean, listen, I appreciate you coming and talking. I feel like we covered a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to the squad truck. I do. It's amazing to see you from day one to like now. How many years you have in now?
4.5 now. Yeah.
4.5, and it seems like it's been longer than that. It seems like, for those that don't know, LC is an artiste. And LC actually did a tattoo on me. I'm not gonna show y'all right now, but LC is an artiste, and we were able to connect at Station One. And even with me being my typical self, like I just
Tremblay.
Ethan Tremblay.
Ethan Tremblay.
You gotta mess with rookies a little bit. So with that being said, look, I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate you getting in here. And for those that are watching, don't eat too much turkey, and you're going to have leftovers. Hey, after day 3, you got to throw in the trash can. That's all I'm saying. Thanksgiving leftovers.
I'm not having turkey, so I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, hold on real quick. Who's the best cook at your station? I know y'all not having a station, but
that's a good. Okay, this is good. I do want to shout out. It's Captain Lease and Lamine Lomry. He's one of the firefighters on the engine. Lamine used to work in kitchens and will criticize your knife work in the kitchen if you're not doing it right. He's a very good cook, and Captain Melise is also a very good
best
cook.
dishes.
Okay, Lamine makes this really good Tuscan chicken pasta. We had it the other night. It was really good.
If you rose to your station, ask for the Tuscan chicken pasta. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it to help y'all. Okay.
And Captain Melise, something cool with Captain Melise is he has they do some farming stuff, and he has chickens and vegetables, all kinds of stuff, and he'll bring it in for us, which is really cool. And he makes this lemon chicken soup that is it's probably my favorite dish that I've had at the fire department. Yeah, it's so good.
Really?
Yeah, he's a really good cook. Yeah.
Lemon chicken soup.
It's lemon chicken soup. It's
Captain Lease, we on to you now.
Yeah. And he makes it with his chickens that he from his house. So yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
That's
very good.
Wow.
Very, very good.
All right, well, Patrick, you got anything for us, man?
Yes, I do. Thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe. Rate us 5 stars, nothing less than 5. We know this is a 5-star podcast, and so do you. Rate us 5 stars or better. Leave a review, subscribe, comment, follow. And one more question for both of you. What are you guys thankful for this year?
I'll let you go.
All right. Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my crew. I'm thankful for my time that I've had at Station 4. And obviously my friends that I have here in Durham. So, yeah.
I'm thankful. Same thing. I'm thankful for my team, my crew. Everybody from Antoine, Patrick to Darius to Juan. Just we've been able to accomplish a lot of things in a short year, and just continue to do better. And I'm just thankful for being on this department, being in this career. Really, this career, this is the best job in the world. So I'm always thankful for that, man. So that's what I'm thankful for. What about you, Patrick?
Oh man, I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for so many things. I got married, a few months ago. Or actually, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's a little over a month ago. Thankful for that. Thankful to have that and have a good Christmas coming with the new family. Also thankful for the crew. Thankful to be a part of this awesome department, and thankful for the short work week.
Yeah.
Hey, well, listen. This has been another episode of Bull City Podcast. This conversation is real, authentic. Hey, I hope everyone enjoys and has a safe holiday season. Until the next time, like, share, subscribe. Tell as many people as you possibly can. And until next time, I'll holler at you.